So, I know you can't see me. I am multitasking like a motherfucker right now. Damn, I didn't get no Tylenol from her. I should have took the Tylenol. Oh my God. So first of all, let me just say this. It's Friday, September 29th. It is appointment 3 of my transfer cycle. And of course, I show up here with a headache on my left side that's out of this world, and my blood pressure is high as fuck, and she takes it twice, and then it was just like, I'm not gonna put it in your chart, just go do your ultrasound, and then we'll take it again. And she's like, do you want some Tylenol because for my headache? And I was like, nah, let me just calm down, let me just try it first. And she's just like, okay, well, remind me to take it again when you come out because I'll forget. So I go and do my ultrasound, and there's a new girl. I've never seen this girl before, I don't think. There's this new, maybe I have. Anyways, it wasn't Hilda, and it wasn't Colleen. This other girl does my ultrasound. You know how I feel about change and newness. I'm not into it. She gets right to it and is just inspecting the lining. She's not even looking for any follicles, which is cool. She sees something at the end of my uterus. It basically looked like a follicle, like a small follicle, but instead of being black or dark, it was white. And she just focused all her time and attention on this like white spot. And I'm like, and I'm looking at something else. Meanwhile, I'm looking at another huge dark circle down below. Girl, what I'm trying to say is, where did I leave off before my phone cut off? What I'm trying to say is, fucking, I get here, I get a headache. Every time I come in and out of California, I get this freaking headache. I have it on the left side of my head, and it's like in my shoulder. I get to the blood draw. My girl is taking my blood pressure. It's high at like 138. She's like, you want me to take it again? I was like, yeah. And I'm like trying to breathe, keep it together. She takes it again, and it's like, it goes back down to like maybe 35 or something. Like it drops a little bit. And then she's just like, I'm not going to write it in your chart. Just like, let's take it again after your ultrasound, but just remind me when you come back out. So I was like, cool. And she's like, do you want a Tylenol? I was like, nah, let me figure it out. Let me breathe. Let me figure it out. And then like, we'll see, not yet. And she's just like, okay. I was like, yeah, I don't need nothing fucking up my transfer. So then I go in for the ultrasound. New girl is checking me out. My uterus looks good. She's not checking ovaries or what you fucking call it, follicles or anything. She's focused on this white spot at the end of my uterus, like super focused. She measures it like 15 times. And then I was like, well, she's just like, it looks like there's something here. And I was like what? Like, is it by the uterus? And she's just like, yeah. And I was like, well, is it a cyst or what? And she's just like, either that or, now you look. She's just like, either that or a follicle, polyp. She's just like, if it's a polyp, that's like no problem. Like that could be easily be fixed or whatever. And because she asked me, she's like, have you done SIS before? And I was like, no. Why? So we get into this whole thing. She's still focused on it. She's just like, stay right here. I'm gonna go show this to the doctor and see what he says about it. So they come back like 5 minutes later, both of them, and the doctor is just like, okay, so we do see something on here. It looks like it could be a polyp, but we won't know for sure. We were hoping that you would do SIS, before, that way we could see what everything was and then like go ahead and just proceed with the transfer, but you decided not to, blah, blah, blah. That whole spiel, right? I know. And he's just like, and that's fine with me. There's no right or wrong answer. He's like, there's no right or wrong answer. That's fine with me. He's just like, how many follicles do you have? Because if you have a lot of follicles, I would just say, don't even worry about it. And like, let's just do it and just see. But if you only have 1 or 2, why do I keep saying follicles? Embryos. He's like, if you only have like 1 or 2 embryos, though, I would not chance it. We should do like SIS. You could do it today or like next week, and then we could just, if we check it out, see what it is. If it's just a polyp, we can easily remove it and then continue with the transfer. If not, or we could just go from there. And I'm like, fuck, are you kidding me with this fucking SIS? And of course, all of a sudden, something fucking pops up on my scan. So then I was like, was this here the whole time? Or like, did it just happen? And he's just like, yeah, we didn't know. It could be something that was always like kind of there, but with the hormones, could have increased it recently. Like we just, whatever he said. And I'm only irritated because I have a headache, and you already know, like, I'm already freaked out about this freaking appointment. Everything is riding on this appointment, my transfer or not. And all I could hear him say was basically like, it's not going to happen this cycle. We're going to have to do it all over again. And like, ugh. So anyways, I was just like, you don't have to, he's just like, you don't have to make a decision right now, but you do need to make a decision today about whether you're going to do SIS or not. Like, we could do it today. It takes like 5 minutes, and then we could just go on from there. Let them know, and then we'll just go from there. So then he leaves, and then the ultrasound tech was just like, yeah, just, let front desk know they can schedule it today, and then we'll just go from there. And I was like, I don't even know. Like, I have to check with like billing, like my insurance, because last time I checked, SIS was like $300, and it was not billable through insurance. You had to pay cash for it. That was another reason why I didn't want to. And so what the fuck is going on today? There's a lot of traffic everywhere today in Irvine. Like, everybody's out. So I go up to the front desk, and I was like, I need to find out about SIS. They want to do it today. I don't know if it, like, how much is it, and is it billable through insurance? And she's just like, if you're a cash client, then it's $400 and some odd. If you have insurance, it is billable through insurance, but we'll double check with you. So she makes a call down to somewhere, and they're like, can you check her insurance and see if SIS is billable? And they're like, yes. She's like, yes. So I was like, fuck it. As long as I don't have to like pay cash for it, let's just do it. They want me to do this damn test. This is my 1 embryo. And then I was just like, I asked him, I was like, the location of the polyp, is it like in a decent location, or is it in a bad location? He's like, no, it's in a bad location. It's right where I would put the baby. And I was like, fuck me. Fuck. So basically, I'm having SIS done at like 12:45, but they want me there 10 to 15 minutes early. So I ran to get lunch. I came back to the car to try and get rid of this headache, but I forgot that I took my emergency Tylenol, my bag strictly for these trips. I keep the same stuff in it. And of course, I take my Tylenol out for whatever reason. It's sitting on the counter. I know exactly where it is. It's sitting on the island at home, and that's my only like pain med that I have in this car right now, unless I can find something else, but I doubt it. And then when I came back out to find the girl to take my blood pressure again, she's gone. So I think she went to lunch, and there was a guy doing it, and when he did it, it was like 138 over some shit high. So I'm like, fuck. Didn't get the Tylenol from her. Blood pressure is still high. Don't have Tylenol with me. I need to hurry up and get something to eat. That could be also why. Girl, I'm frustrated as hell, and I'm scared, and I'm nervous, and I'm like, I really did not mean to be like bitchy or like whatever to the doctor. This sucks. I'm tired. What time is it? I gotta go. I'm so angry. I'm so fucking angry. They did the test, and there wasn't even anything fucking there. There wasn't even anything there. So I fucking did the test like they wanted me to. And that automatically cancels my cycle. So I have to fucking start all over. I have to do this all over again. I have to stop taking meds, wait for my period to come, and start my round all over again. Oh, God, this is why I fucking hate when new people, like, come into the mix. Like, oh my God. I did all of that for fucking nothing. Which has been my whole fucking point about this stupid SIS test. There's nothing to be worried about. You can't do an SIS test and a transfer at the same time. God, I finally break down and do it because I'm seeing whatever they're fucking seeing on the ultrasound, and they do it and there's nothing even there. So in that and that quick a time, it's just over. Because she fucking put fluid in my uterus. Now they can't put the egg. Oh my God. It's such a waste. All of this fucking driving, appointments, taking off work has been for nothing. What a shitty round. I have felt so fucking weird and just not okay this entire time waiting for this to happen. And it's ruined just like that because of the stupid SIS test. I'll forever hate this test. Fucking useless. And I'm ready to go home. It's a new day. It's the next morning. I'm about to get up. Kind of don't want to, but know that I need to. I have a lot of things to do. Kind of. I slept better than the other night. I was really tired when I got home. I got home about 8:30. Yeah, I got home at 8:30 last night. Because of course I had to stay there in Irvine longer than normal. So I left later. But yesterday sucked so bad. Got home at 8:30 and my mom called me on the way, probably about an hour and a half out, and I didn't even want to answer. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was just so filled with anger. I just could not even speak. I'm really not feeling any better, but it is what it is. It's over. I woke up this morning at about I've been laying here. I've been up since 6:30. I say all that to say, got home at 8:30. I was falling out. I couldn't stay awake. Around 9:30, I was I cannot stay up any longer. So I laid down And then, of course, was on my phone for another 30 minutes fighting sleep. I should have just went to sleep. Went to bed at, what did I say? I laid down at 9:30, finally put my phone down at 10. Got up this morning at 6:30 with everything on my mind. So I'm like Googling SIS and if it can be done in the same cycle and like what that looks like. Excuse me. Nobody's really telling me any information about like doing it all in the same cycle. It's just not something that's done. So I'm sitting with that reality right now, but oh, and then when I checked my portal when I got home, because they did post to my portal, they posted my results, which were extremely upsetting. My results were perfect for transfer. Everything was perfect and ready to go. And then the instructions, of course, were like, doctor recommends that you cancel the transfer because you had SIS today. Start taking Provera tonight for 10 days and call us on cycle day 1. So that just like lit a match all over again, seeing all that. Everything was perfect for me to have my transfer. What I didn't get to say was on like as I was leaving after my appointment. No, actually, let me get up and make some tea and then come back and talk about what the fuck actually happened because it was a mess yesterday. And I was so mad that I couldn't even put logic together and words together. So let me get up, get situated, get my tea, and come back, start the day.